fresh from Las Vegas. You guys literally flew from Skankfest here.
I wouldn't say fresh, but yeah, we were there last night.
How many days? How many days in Vegas?
We were there from Thursday morning until last night. It's Monday. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But it's like dog years, like one day, 7 years.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's not.
Any trip to Vegas is like that, but especially if it's like there's a festival and there's friends and there's booze and there's
much
acid.
fun.
And
Listen, Tom and I are a boring married parent. Tell us all the drugs, all the hookups,
All the fun stories.
stories.
God, well, shit got fucking crazy.
Beyond.
Look at me.
Beyond, sweetie, shit got crazy.
Buckle up,
Tell us.
honey. Things got wild.
Joe Derosa became gay.
He became gay?
He's been gay, but publicly became gay.
Wow.
Well, he's saying he's not gay. He, I don't know what the story was. He got blown and jerked off a trans woman
Wow.
backstage. I guess
This
it was
is
supposed
perfect
to be
for
a
this
bit.
episode. Yeah.
I guess it was
A
just
bit?
Yeah, a bit. You know how every gay man starts is with a bit. But he went backstage. They were supposed to see if a trans woman could get him hard,
Okay.
and he didn't want to do it in front of people. Then they went backstage, and then he came back and he was like, "I came."
I can't.
see, this is the game show that I
lasted
wanna
a
do.
few seconds too long.
Yeah.
But Tom, this is the game show I want to do.
Yeah, you
like, can a
understand.
trans person make you hard and come?
Yeah.
That's so good. What
so
network
rad.
are you going to spend your
UK,
day?
the UK, because we
the
watched that.
whole fucking country?
Oh, BBC wants to do it.
BBC is a whole different.
Yeah.
So Joe DeRosa is now gay. That's breaking news.
Yeah, and then the whole time he kept being like, "I'm not gay. Like she's a trans woman." He got like woke about
Well,
it.
if she looks like this, then she is a woman.
And then some.
I mean, she's trans, but you know.
Happy Meal with
She
extra
did
special
not.
toy that you
Nothing close,
I'll
right?
say it again. DeRosa's gay.
Yeah.
I like when people are like, "It's not gay. It's a trans woman." I'm like, it's kind of gay. It's like if gay was gay.
Yeah.
It's like if you were gay and you were like, "Let's be freakier about this."
Yeah.
It's like horny.
Maybe
gay.
I think you know what it is. It's an introduction for a dude who doesn't know he's gay, that he's gay in a palatable way. So he's like,
Yes.
oh, this is like a easier way to digest the fact that I'm gay.
It's the
You know?
appetizer.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah, I feel like it works the other way too.
The
Which
amuse
way?
bouche.
Like if a woman had a dick, that would be less scary for me than if she
I was going to
Oh.
had a
ask,
vagina.
Sure.
have
I see
you
what
guys
mean.
messed around with trans people ever? Like,
Just bullying them online. Just kidding.
So okay, hold
Just
on.
a quick troll every now and then. Kill yourself, weirdo.
So
I'm kidding.
there's the DeRosa story. You were teasing us before that you had other ones. What are the other ones?
Sarah doesn't want me to sell this on air.
Well, first of all, we also need to tell them about the skanky food menu.
Yes.
What's the skanky
She's trying to
food
avoid
menu?
her story.
I get it. That's
Yeah.
a good tactic.
This is-
That's a good tactic.
sorry.
First
This
of all, let's
is-
talk about how good the food was in Vegas.
No,
this is,
no,
I
no.
want to talk about Hawaii.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
trying to go
yeah.
back. Just tell us the story.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on.
So the chicken fingers at the Nugget are delish.
The
What the
skanky food
fuck?
menu was funny. Like they had this food menu and you had to, I mean, you're on acid, you're an artist, you're seriously trying to take yourself seriously. You're like, I'm at a festival, I'm like getting paid for it. This is a real.
Yeah.
The whole thing of comedy is like the whole time I'm like, please guys, it's for real. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I'm convincing people to take me seriously. And then they put up this food menu and it's like you have to go up to these people as an artist and be like, I'll take a finger blaster.
A chicken finger blaster. It was a chicken finger blaster. There was
a skanky double with cheese.
yeah, Napoleon's pocket tots. The names were
And
insane.
a warm pretzel. That was a menu.
And
So you
I
could
was-
go up to a counter and ask for this.
You had to. That's
You
the
ha-
only way you could get food was embarrass
That's
yourself.
amazing.
a
That's
skanky
amazing.
double with cheese.
How much fun though when you're high on acid to order these things?
I mean,
If
we-
you
I
can
wasn't on
remember
acid.
them.
She was
Oh,
on
oh.
acid
We did a bit with the menu
for a while.
for too long, like just standing in front of it saying the things and laughing on drugs. And people were like,
That's fun.
then
Okay,
we hit the strip
now
club.
the stripper.
Okay.
You got to do
Okay,
it,
so-
Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, so we. What night was this? This was Friday night. We have a long
was
fucking
Friday night.
As you
Love it.
guys can see, I haven't brushed my hair or like done anything. In
Means you
weeks.
had a good time. Yeah, this is
My
good.
jacket smells like cum.
Ew.
It's not mine. It was from when I crowd surf. I'm sure someone came at me.
That's also not her jacket. So the fact she just said it smells like cum.
That's so rude.
Yeah.
I'm kidding to whoever let me rent this jacket for this podcast. But we go to the strip club. What were we doing before the strip club that we got so fucked up?
what weren't we doing is
Okay.
really the question. I was like drinking wine. I was acting like I was like a rich woman on a yacht, but I
love
was
it.
like a crazy bitch at Skankfest.
So
love
we
it.
get on this party bus. It's 2:30 in the morning. They like get a bus for us.
2:30.
They have a. Are they called
asleep
little
already.
people?
Miges.
Yeah.
French.
Miche. We have a Miche in
Yes.
a hippopotamus suit waiting for us at a party bus. So we're like, this is gonna get crazy. I get onto this party bus and it's like, just like comedians, like sardines, like mentally ill to the max. Like I ran into this girl Teffy, who is like this pop culture, like incredible red carpet like influencer girl. She's incredible, and she was on the bus with her friends, and they weren't comedians, and they were like this. And you could see in finance, like, like sucking off Jordan Jensen, pretending she has a dick. Sarah's like upside down, like smoking a joint. It was like, it was like an SNL sketch. And so already then we get in, and in Jamar's defense, my friend Teffy is sitting with her friend, who's this really beautiful black woman. And in Jamar's defense,
Jamar Neighbors.
Jamar
Yes.
Neighbors.
Very funny. Love
Very
Jamar.
funny.
Yeah, it's great.
Extremely autistic.
So, yes.
Um,
He was on Where My Mom's At.
He's the best.
He goes, he brought a canvas on. He goes, I'm going to draw in case I get bored during this podcast, Christina. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much, Jamar. A 30-minute podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
But sorry,
so
go
that's who
ahead.
he is. He'll
Yeah.
say things like that
Yeah.
without being like. So in his defense, the day before they did bring strippers from the club to promote at the shows.
Okay.
And one of the girls and the girl in the car did look alike. One of the strippers and the
Oh
black
my
girl in the
God.
car. They did. They just did.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the first thought when I got in was like, is that the girl from last night? She's dressed different. But I didn't say it because you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
You just don't. You only do that with white people.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
aren't you Bob? No.
Right, right,
It's
right.
so
Okay.
true. Yeah, you
Right?
don't want to be that guy.
So Jamar goes, aren't you a stripper?
But it's Jamar saying this to this
Immediately,
to
to
this
this
black
girl
woman,
that's-
a black woman.
The
Though.
only two normal people
Yeah.
on the party bus. They're going
Meaning
like this.
not comics.
And Sarah, we're all fucked up. I'm kind of sitting on Sarah's lap. Sarah's kind of on Jamar's lap. Like we're squashing like sardines. So it looks like Sarah and Jamar are together. It kind of looks like a weird orgy with all the comics at this point. We're all
Yeah,
sitting on
yeah,
each
yeah.
other's laps.
Yeah.
So Sarah's sitting with Jamar, and it looks like they're kind of together. So when she says that, she's immediately offended. She's like, "No, I'm not a fucking stripper. Why would you say that?" And Jamar's like, "Well, you're dressed like one."
Then I'm sitting on his lap like the asshole.
Yeah, so she says, so it looks like Jamar and his girl. So then she's already pissed the whole ride. I don't hear this. I don't know this happens. We get to the strip club, hanging out. This girl's going off about Jamar. She's like, he called me a stripper. Fuck that dude. And then I was like, he's a really nice guy. You
Yeah,
guys don't
he's a
know.
comic.
He's the best. He's one of the best guys ever. We look over and he is grabbing money from the strippers and chucking it back at them. And then pocketing $1 so he could pretend he's pulling it out. And I was like, the comedians were on their worst behavior. I felt like an embarrassed mother because
Yeah.
I kept being like, they're fine. And I'd look over and they're like injecting black tar heroin. And then Sarah,
This is where shit gets real.
Okay.
who's on a lot of mushrooms
Sure.
and is so fucked up. You're drunken on mushrooms and you're so fucked up. She has like stacks of dollars in her hand and she keeps dropping them. But it looks like she's stealing because she keeps dropping her own money and then collecting it and then putting it. So I kept being like, hold your money. Like, this looks bad.
Yeah.
So she
I'm
come-
dropping my money in this coat.
I leave her alone for 2 seconds. By the way, when you went to the ATM to get your money out was one of the most insane things I'd ever seen. She took so long to get money out of the ATM. It was like 25
she
minutes.
didn't have to come with me.
There was a
I said, you can leave,
asked me,
bitch.
You asked me to. You asked me to come with you.
and then you sat there and gave me anxiety the whole time.
There was a line of 17 strippers behind us trying to entertain men longer while we waited for Sarah to figure out her pin. Like, and you could
You really
see them.
couldn't remember it?
I remembered it, but like putting it in was another story.
She would do the
right,
thing where
right,
she'd put it in and then she'd choose like never mind and then she'd put it in again and then she'd choose never mind again. Like she did it like 6 times where I was like, get it out. I was like screaming at her and then I'd look behind me and there'd be like a stripper like trying her hardest to keep this man distracted before he didn't want to be at the ATM again.
Sure.
And she was like, I really like your. And I'm like, you're putting your. So then I leave you alone. I come back, and that black chick is fucking pissed.
Oh,
and I'm
still?
like, yes.
Wait, can I tell you first though?
Yes.
All of her friends keep coming up to me and they're like, we just want you to know that guy that you're with, your boyfriend, he's a piece of shit. And I was like,
What?
and I go,
Jamar.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
I go,
It's not-
I'm not responsible for anyone's actions but my own. So if you have a problem with him, then you can go talk to him. But also, he's not my boyfriend.
And by saying it, I mean she cried it on mushrooms.
I cried it because everyone was mad at me. That's like worst case scenario.
It's such a diplomatic answer to
Yeah.
like someone being like, "Hey, this." You're like, "I am responsible for me and me only."
Yeah.
I said that about both of you actually when this next thing happened. I was like, I'm not gonna reparent comedians.
Yeah,
Like,
it's too late.
blame their parents. I'm fucked up too.
Don't
Like,
blame Steve and Debbie. Leave them out of it. This was 100% my fault. Mom, it's all your fault. I'm 36. The way I behaved at the strip club was unacceptable. Okay.
So then I come back and this black chick's pissed. And I go, what happened? And my friend Teffy goes, Sara touched her hair. Yeah, add the dun dun dun. 'Cause she
What did you do? One of
Never
these?
touch a
Like-
black
She did
woman's
one
hair.
of these on mushrooms. I could see
You know
you
it
doing it
happens.
friendly.
Yeah,
She did one of these. She
I
did
went,
one of-
I went,
a scrub and rub is what I call it. She scrubbed and rubbed.
I'm so sorry.
She
I was
scrubbed
like,
and rubbed her hair.
I'm so sorry.
The girl
that my,
who got
that
called
my
a stripper by her boyfriend, she goes over. Not only does she do that, she's so blackout, she rubs her hair. The girl's sitting there like pissed off. And then I
Then
see the
wait.
second part. Then Sara goes and grabs their champagne bottle, pours herself a glass, blackout drunk. She leaves her $200 on the table like I've been telling her not to do all night. And then she grabs it and they think that she took the $200 and she walks away and hands half of her own money to Jamar. So it looks like Jamar called this girl stripper.
Yeah.
Sarah went into the ATM line, pissed off all the other strippers, went back, rubbed her hair, poured some champagne, took their cash, and then gave the rest to Jamar.
and then cried. Proceeded to cry.
And then cried the rest of the
then
night
I
at the
went
strip
to-
club till
and
they sent her home.
Then I went to the deli. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to the deli. A BLT is the only thing that can save me.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I cried into the BLT and some latkes. But then I woke up.
I kept getting calls from Sarah all night being like, it's not fair to me. I could hear the fucking food in her mouth.
Well, so what possessed you to reach out and do
Because-
the move?
I was like, I'm really, really sorry. Like,
You just want to comfort.
yeah. And I was
You wanted to
trying-
connect.
I'm going to cry again. I can feel it.
I
Don't
know
do
I
it.
felt really bad. Like, I did.
What kind of hairstyle was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Black.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
It was just like-
fro,
This is
was
black
it
hair. It just
straight,
doesn't matter.
It was
Long,
just
straight,
long,
straight.
yeah, it was
long and straight, and
yeah.
you went and you just touched her hair.
I apologize.
Show us on Kim.
Yeah,
what
show us how you did it.
Yeah,
I
let's
was
see.
like, I'm so sorry. Really. Like that. And then she
Gave it a little.
You gave it
I
a
don't think I
squidge.
squeezed it like it was a titty.
No, I think you give it a little comfort scratch.
Yeah. Ooh, hey Jeans, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have one more click of fun around here? I don't know. Click here or here. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You can send it to your grandmother. You're not going to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out.